Hello and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. It's time to get ready to go round 6 for test season 2 in the 2022 series of the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup on GT7. After we spend 2 rounds to be on the ring condition at High Speed Ring and Tokyo Expressway located in Japan, it is very challenging for the Group 4 class and Group 3 class to take on for some hard efforts to try to keep up and do the best mobility whenever we had to keep a good concentration to be on the wet surface. By choosing the intermediate racing compound tires, we'll be going green for the recommend pick. But several GT players could be going in to have a heavy wet tires. We'll be doing the second method. But right now, today's forecast at Fuji International Speedway is going to be a bright and sunny day. We'll be switching things up to be on the hard racing compound tires for the Group 4 class to take on 15 laps for the number of cars up to 20 to be in the formation start type. Things might be quite smoothly out there for only 4 rounds down to be checked before moving on to take the next round for only 3 more to go. Race settings, as always, will be specified to be on the BOP/tuning forbidden. We'll be going in to take a lot of practice to join in session with the lobby. So grab your Group 4 cars and get yourself prepared on the power and weight for the BOP regulations. So let's make sure to have a good corner perfection in Fuji International Speedway for having a good dry road surface to be on the track. 16 turns is gonna be a very good, excellent opportunity to go clean racing. If you're new to my YouTube channel, go and click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the race, and let's begin. We got some good familiar Gran Turismo players joining session to be in the lobby, and new ones as well. So just gonna have to make sure to do some quick preparations on the hard racing compound tires. We'll be get back in because of the sunny day. We'll be start out on late afternoon and evening in about 26 seconds before the race started. So let's make sure to have some good perfection in 16 turns around in Fuji International Speedway. All the best for Epic Group 4 cars, also to be having a good suitable chances to be in the all-wheel drive. 10 seconds before the show begins, so let's make sure, hoping for all the best chances to see some racers. We'll be going in to have a good run. So let's go and get ready to start the show. Round 6 for test season 2 for the 2022 series of the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup is about to go on to have Gr.4 Race Cars to be at Fuji International Speedway. First up, we have OGT in first place, El Dimi in second place. Third place is Arthur Passos in the Subaru WRX Group 4. Mona Lot in fourth place in the Mazda Atenza Group 4. Rapid Turtle B2 is here in fifth place. 6th place, Tono GT in the Subaru WRX. Wesley J is here in 7th place. 8th place, Rat Flink, known as Mother 111. And here's myself in 9th place with the UDRS Inspirtec of the Chevy Corvette. Jonathan in 10th place for the Porsche. Gabasa in the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4 in 11th. Hypsteria in the Honda NSX Group 4. Jay Florentino in the McLaren 650S Group 4 in 13th place. Venom SRT4 in 14th position. 16th place, Ryan Raceboy is here. 17th place, Detroit T in the Genesis G70 GR4. S-Mart Prime in 18th place. 19th place, Robert Garcia is now going in to take the last. Alright, so minor changes on 18 drivers because one player have left the lobby to do the last entry. So let's see how the straightaways will have to go in to do the rolling start. Hopefully, starting out in 9th place to be on the FR layout, we'll be going harder to take on with some good all-wheel drive in the Group 4 class between the Mazda Atenza, Subaru WRX, and one for the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition Group 4. So here we go, 3 seconds, and let's get it on. Round 2 for the second test season of the 2022 series of the Manufacturers Cup is about to go on. Let's make sure to have a good turn 1 to be at a clean turn, so just gonna have to keep a good well respawn in the formation. Ratflink is now going down to take a good formation lineup to have several WRX and Mazda Atanza Group 4 to be entered in Sector 2 for down the hill. Stay on track to take turn 3 at the Coca-Cola. Very good. 15 laps. Whenever we have to take 3 waves, we'll be going multiple times 3 to be on 5 laps to be on the suitable formation track. So looks like it's going to get a lot of good all-wheel drive battle out there, folks. Let's make room for only one FR layout to join the party. Now Jonathan is now coming in to have the offense to catch up to UDRS in Sportec, and the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 class is now entered to take the 300R in turn 9 before moving on to be in the uphill section in Sector 3. Dunlop we go, and take one car at a time to be at the chicane to enter in turn 11 and 12. There you go, that's the ticket. Let's see some all-wheel drives to take the terrain to go up to be at the 13 towards the 14 and 15 until the 16 is about to step things up. And here comes the contact caused by Jonathan, and the Porsche came in GT4 Club Sport, really wanted to be squeezed in to join the fun. Now turn 16 at the Panasonic is about to go on and take the straightaway to be at the 1000 meter. I hope UDRS in Sportec just barely tries to keep up its efforts, because moving on at the end of the first lap until lap number 2 comes in, and we have OGT_CBUS takes the lap time in 1 minute and 48.575 seconds. Awesome. Awesome work to have a single all-wheel drive Group 4 class to dominate at Fuji International Speedway. So we got some incoming drivers from behind, and we have Liam Sharpie and Robert Garcia have left the lobby for only 17 drivers remaining. Hyperion in a Honda NSX Group 4 is entered on to turn 3 at the Coca-Cola, along with UDRS in Sportec to be coming down at the 100R in turn 4 and 5. Looks like Porsche is keeping up by its ropes. Stay on track and go overtake by one of the all-wheel drive Subaru cars to be entered in turn 6 at the hairpin. Stay on track. Looks like Porsche is now moving on to take the opportunity, while Honda and Chevrolet is now going faster to catch up by having a length of the gap to be on the length total in about nearly towards 10 seconds. So hold on, looks like Jay Florentino is received an apology comment about the slight incident from lap number 1. Hopefully, an instant replay to have a good look for the investigation during the part of the race. Now there you go, looks like Honda NSX takes the number 9 spot, and Porsche takes number 10, followed by UDRS in Sportec to be at the number 11 position. After taking turn 15, now goes in at the Panasonic corner in turn 16 to be moved forward at the straightaway. Hypesteria is now taking a turn to have a good successful defense by the ongoing. But looks like 2 Subaru WRX Group 4 cars is now going right in, and Wesley J is slowing down after crossing the penalty line to have 3 cars in the FR and 2 mid-engine layout to be proceed onto the 3rd lap. Just gonna have to stay on track, take the braking point onto turn 1, try not to get losing concentration when taking the TGR corner by the exit. Alright, there we go, and we have Venom SRT4 coming in from behind in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Group 4 car as well. Looks like Mitsubishi really wants to join the fun. That means another all-wheel drive Group 4 car can actually, to have a good active yaw control, will have to take action to catch up onto its main rival, Subaru, in different Group 4 cars in different position. So now just gonna have to take a good check on Sportec to have a focused eye check on Hysteria in the Honda NSX Group 4. After taking turn 7, coming in at turn 8 before moving on in turn 9 at the 300R. Sector 2 clear by the check. Now go up the hill climb in Sector 3, and there's Jonathan in the Porsche came in GT4 Club Sport is moving on by having a good insight at the right corner to have a good straightaway formation to be in turn number 11 and 12. After slightly passed through onto the 13, Venom SRT4 in the Land Evo Gr.4 car, followed by Gabasa in the Volkswagen Scirocco Gr.4 is now coming in. So looks like one FF car is now going to have to take the hard push onto the final turn. Overtake by UDRS Insportec and switch back in to be down over at turn 16 is a very difficult effort. Hopefully, Insportec might have to catch up to different manufacturer brands to have to join in with the all-wheel drive cars. And here comes lap number 4, you guys. Fastest lap by the update made by OGT_Zebas in 1 minute and 48.269 seconds by having a good made in fastest lap time from the previous. So let's take our time and go down onto turn 1 and overtake onto corner number 2. Looks like we have Ryan Raceboy in the Ford Mustang Gr.4 joins in to catch up with the others to be at turn 3. Looks like Motorcraft Parts livery of the Ford Mustang Gr.4 is now taking on for the battle. But unless UDRS Insportec wants to catch up to have a Ford Mustang to be part in the lobby. Here comes turn 6. Keep a good straightaway by having a good run out there to be on a slipstream in progress. Follow the line, master every 16 turns in Fuji, you guys. That's how Gr.4 competition is all about, just like from Gran Turismo Sport back in the Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup. Back again on the hill climb in Sector 3, taking turn 10 to 12 to be entered onto turn 13 again. So let's see how Insportec could probably have to come up with some different strategies to deal with some stronger opponents who can actually to be ongoing. Okay, let's stay on it. Ryan_Raceboy in the Ford Mustang Gr.4 is still really trying to keep catching up with the others. Turn 16 by the progression to be on the 1,000 meter run again. And now, let's see how the flow straightaway run is about to go strategized to see how Gr.4 racers between the FF, FR, and the mid-engine drivetrain can actually gonna have to do it. But still picking up on to lap number 5 before at the end of wave number 1. So let's make sure to see some clip efforts, to see some mistakes, to see some issues. Hopefully, this part of the video clip might have a 100% perfection to do this part of the segment. Here comes lap number 5 to take sector 2. Gonna have to go in onto Coca-Cola at turn 3. Keep it careful to avoid a penalty before enter turn 4 and 5. Ryan_Raceboy took the 0.5 second penalty to be effect. Lucky for UDRS Insportec, always step in to use the apex. We'll have to keep it on track to stay safe. On to the last minute, Hysteria in the Honda NSX Gr.4 is on the ropes with Volkswagen is coming in at the end of Sector 2 before going back again on to turn 10 in Sector 3 at the hill climb section. So it looks like the mid-engine is still having a hard time to deal with the FF, but hopefully the FR layouts can actually try to keep it up onto each other to take the 13 and slows down by having a close call advantage for UDRS Insportec is doing some hard work to be on the 14 and 15 at the nets. Almost there to take turn 16 for only 2 drivers and about a few more distance to go to cross in onto the penalty line to be at the same spot. But here comes Wesley J in the Subaru WRX Gr.4 is now in position number 12. UDRS Insportec has a quick call for the opportunity to have 2 drivers to be forced to be on a slowdown. But here it comes. Looks like that one might have a good squeeze in for doing an overtake. Position number 11 after having a double overtake with Subaru and Team Chevy to be proceed on to lap number 6 to enter wave number 2. That's the ticket. Keep going in and stay on track. And there goes the yellow flag signal is now actually to be on a quick recovery. Its Hysteria is now moving on to take position number 8 to be get closer. And oh man, looks like this is definitely go off the track to have an all-wheel drive Gr.4 car to be entered in the 100R. Let's keep a good eyes check to see two drivers are still battled out in 9th and 8th place. Don't hit on each other. Mona_Lob is now having a slight defense to be well struggled, taking a 2-second penalty due to a reckless behavior on hitting at Hysteria. Alright, where was I? Sorry about that, just had a tough cough. Okay, looks like Hysteria takes Sector 3 after one of the Mazda attempts at Group 4 have left the room due to the reckless behavior. Now, Wesley J takes a turn to be entered at the 13 to be proceed on to the 14 and 15 at the nets. Honda NSX Group 4 is still barely trying to keep on focus to deal with the all-wheel drive Subaru Group 4 car before entered in turn 16 again. But it's about to get closer. One mid-engine race car can actually try to push in to be on the slipstream to catch up to the all-wheel drive Group 4 car. After successfully to have lap number 6 clear, one of the top 3 drivers have moving on to be in lap number 7 to be entered again on to turn number 3 at the Coca-Cola. OGT_Sebas is doing a great job out there to have a single Argentina Gran Turismo racer to stay in the rightful defense in first place. But Arthur Passos in second place is still takes a push to be ongoing while facing Rapid Turtle_B2 in third place. So now several drivers have already made it on to sector 2 to go down onto the hillside of the track. Hysteria is still takes the push to be on the offense to deal with Wesley J in the Subaru WRX Group 4. One NSX Group 4 is now take turn number 6 at the hairpin, and Subaru disadvantaged to be slowed down, and Honda overtakes position number 8 to move on to be at the end of sector 2 to take turn 8 and 9 at the 300R. But luckily, Wesley J can probably have to take another chance. Here comes turn 10 at the Dunlop. Let's see some good formation to have one car at a time. It's about to go struggle. Hysteria will defend it, and Subaru takes the offense, take the 13, and coming in at the inside, Wesley takes a good close advantage to have a side-by-side between Subaru and Honda. Turn 15 is about to get risked, and Insportec almost barely had a chance to overtake Honda in position number 9 to coming in at turn number 16. But looks like Ford steps in to join the fun because it takes a lot of good possibility to see how Ford Mustang and Chevrolet Corvette to take the battle with Honda NSX Group 4 to be on a chase to take on with the Subaru WRX Group 4 car driven by Wesley J to be entered on lap number 8. Almost there. Entered at turn 1. Keep coming at it. No contact at this moment. Don't get caught up in the penalty. Ford, Honda, and Chevrolet is battle out each other to be on the straightaway after turn 2. But here comes turn 3 at the Coca-Cola. Let's make sure, try not to be forcing off the track, and Gabasa crashes the party to be entered in turn 3 as well to be proceed on to turn 4. But better watch yourself. The Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4 is now going faster to be on the high aggressive to deal with the mid-engine and FR Group 4 cars because one FF is about to go faster to be on the understeer effort. It's getting closer to be on the ropes. Drop down onto number 12 spot position again for UTRS Insportec to deal with 3 manufacturer brands including Subaru to be on the number 8 spot. Come on, keep on track, you guys. 3 manufacturer brands are now going in to take the 13th. Almost barely made a contact, and watch yourself. Volkswagen is now going on a high aggressive. Just gonna have to keep a good self-control. Gabasa is now pushing forward to catch up on to Honda and Ford at turn number 16 after the 15. Stay on track. Looks like slowing down by the contact made by Ryan_Raceboy in the Ford Mustang. And then the chase continues before at the end of lap number 8, and Jay Florentino in the McLaren 650S Group 4 comes in by having a sneak-in approach to be on the radar. But there he is right now. He's on my right. Gonna have to stay focused and take turn 1, and here it comes. Oversteer and understeer pressure takes the TGR by the exit before moving on in turn 2. Honda successfully to be well defended on the number 9 spot. Ryan_Raceboy in the Ford Mustang Group 4 still barely got a chance to catch up to the NSX Group 4 class, is now proceed again on to turn 4 and 5 at the 100R. Come on, just gonna have to keep right in, follow the line, and take turn 6 at the hairpin. Volkswagen is still ongoing to be on the ropes to catch up to Ford, you guys. Position number 11 is now going faster to still on the effort ways to be in the FF layout. But hopefully, Insportec might have to take another chance. And there goes turn 10 by the late braking to be entered in turn 11 and 12. The 13 will be going up the hill onto the nets in turn 14 and 15. Calculations always going to have to keep a good line connection in Fuji. But there it goes. Turn 15 takes a slow disadvantage for UTRS Insportec. But luckily for Jay Florentino has a good advantage. We'll have to get closer to UTRS Insportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4. But now, nonetheless, to see how Honda stays strong to be on the well-defended position while several all-wheel drive drivers is now currently to be ongoing. Here comes lap number 10 to press forward, and let's see how the drivers might have to come up with a different strategy plan. We'll have to go for the overtake. Hit the braking zone we go. Turn 1, we'll have to go much counter steering effect to deal with the FF. That's the ticket. Gabasa is now 12th place, and UTRS is moving on to take the number 11 spot to catch up to Ford and Honda. On the way we go on to turn 3, dive down again in turn 4 and 5 at the 100R, stay on track, but looks like this might be giving a trouble timing out there because Gabasa is now doing a tackle move on Insportec. I have to watch myself. Gabasa is now going harder to be as a tough rock. So let's make sure that Insportec will have to deal with a stronger opponent that might be having a strong aggressive. Going through with Sector 2, now go up a hill again in Sector 3. Man, this race is going to be a much hard effort because late afternoon is doing some hard work to do some practice. But clearly, the time condition is about to go forward because the sunset is about to go down. Here comes the yellow flag to be signaled in. Coming in from behind, Jay Florentino in the McLaren 650S Group 4 is still right behind on UTRS Insportec while dealing with 3 faster cars by the ongoing to catch up on to Wesley J in position number 8 in the Subaru WRX Group 4. Wave number 2 clear at the end, and here comes wave number 3 for lap 11, you guys. Let's kick it up and go faster to take the slipstream by the long distance. And here comes turn 1 at the TGR corner. Stay on track. Looks like Gabasa is still pushing in on the ropes to Ford and Honda in about the range of 1 second up ahead. Clearly for Insportec is doing the same thing before entered at turn 3. Okay, good turn. Now gonna have to take turn 4 and 5 again. But better watch out for Gabasa. The penalty effect for only 1 second due to ignoring track limit is also to be turns out to have a hard pressure with the FF drivetrain. Gonna have to go right in. 0.3 seconds to go. Gabasa is now switching up to go on the hard defense to stay in position number 11 before Insportec will have to go offense. It's about to get tough. Hard understeer goes on and stay well defended and passes on to be at turn 10 and 11 and Jay Florentino in the McLaren 650S Gr.4 is stay on the line by the overtake. There you go. UDRS Insportec is currently to be moved on in position number 11 to catch up to Honda and Ford in 9th and 10th place. Here comes turn number 16 at the Panasonic. Let's make sure to see Hysteria in the Honda NSX Gr.4 is still doing an excellent one-on-one battle with Ryan_Raceboy in the Ford Mustang Gr.4. So much thrill and so much speed of excitement at Fuji International Speedway, folks. But it's not over yet. 3 more to go, and we're moving on in lap number 12 to have a good lap time to see how OGT_Cbus to take 1 minute and 47.986 seconds. It's about to get shaded. This one might have a good cover-up to have a sunset to be moved forward. 2.2 seconds remaining to have 2 drivers to be ongoing to be on the battle. Sector 1 cleared by the downhill, and let's take Sector 2 again to be at the 100R in turn 4 and 5. Okay, just gonna have to go and stay on track. The sunset gives a good light. "21 minutes since the start of the race. But we can still got this, you guys. We still got this. Here comes turn 10. Gonna have to do it right and follow the apex. Going up the hill to catch up 2 opponents in position number 10 and 9th. Ford Mustang is still barely trying to keep up onto the ropes with Honda NSX in position number 10. Hysteria is now have the opportunity to get closer to the Ford Mustang in 9th position. After taking turn 14 and 15 at the nets, Panasonic at turn number 16 will go follow the line to see how Honda can actually have to go push up by doing a turbocharged limit to get up onto the high RPM. Changing up on the different lanes, and looks like switching up onto the left side of the road track will be moved on into the 13th. 2 more laps to go, folks. This race is about to get closer before the final lap is about to begin. But heads up, looks like Hysteria can probably have to take much stay ongoing to be on position number 10, while UDRS Insportec move forward to be on the simultaneously rushed in about 2.6 seconds to be on the main team gap. After taking turn 3 at the Coca-Cola, now for turn 4 and 5 at the 100R section to be reached up on to turn 6. And there it goes. Looks like patient time for Team Honda to be moving on after Ford Mustang was been overtaken. That's the ticket. Team Honda is moving on in 10th place by the ongoing after doing some several runs to be on the patient. That's how Team Honda to be well mastered to be at Super GT class to be well for 10. But it's not over yet. Looks like Ryan_Raceboy can probably have to go for round 2. Let's go up the hill and beat the 13 to be at the right turn. Let's see how Ford and Honda can actually try to keep it up, while several drivers in the Mazda Atenza and Subaru WRX Gr.4 is now keep coming in to be on the length of the distance. 47 seconds to be on the total gap time for every driver since the start of the race. We're almost there to be at the end of the 13th before moving on into the 14th. So looks like things will might have to go faster to do some all-wheel drive experience to do some perfection. But luckily, Rapid Turtle B2 is staying in on the 3rd place by the ongoing. Alright, here comes lap number 14. Let's go, and coming in on to turn 1 again to see how correction. We'll have to see how Ford and Honda can actually battle out each other to catch up onto Porsche in position number 8. There he is right now. Porsche on 8th place to be moved on in sector 2 to be at turn 3 at the Coca-Cola. Let's make sure to see how NSX can actually try to keep up onto the length of the ropes to be on turn 4 and 5 at the 100R. Come on, just gonna have to see how NSX can actually have to deal with the mid-engine layout. Same drivetrain, different manufacturer brand in the same class. But I have to make sure to catch up to Ryan Raceboy in about 2.6 seconds before the race will be over soon. The headlights won't turn on because it will be used only in twilight. Now here comes Sector 3 at Turn 10. Turn 11 and 12 will have to go through. And here comes Jay Florentino again in the McLaren 650S Group 4 coming in from behind in about 0.4 seconds. Is now getting closer to get nearly in. Gonna have to take it slow. Take that good highlight to be marked on the yellow. And here comes Turn 16 at the final corner. And so close for Jay Florentino in the McLaren 650S Group 4 and comes right back again. And there goes the right side by having a good successful overtake. And there it is. Jay Florentino overtakes UTRS in Sportec by having a good comeback call. And here comes the final lap. This is it. This is going to be it to have the top 3 drivers in the all-wheel drive layout. Is about to go in to take the final showdown to see how OGT C-Bus can actually take first place at the podium. After spending many practices around in Fuji International Speedway for every Group 4 class, including several manufacturer brands in the all-wheel drive layout. But it was a lot of good hard efforts for the FR, MR, and the FF layout is doing some hard work to take 16 turns around the track. So looks like OGT C-Bus is now going to have to take the final stretch. This one might have an Argentina Gran Turismo racer is about to take home the podium before moving on to have a good final turn to do the last stretch. And there it goes. This one might have the 16th place driver who will have to move forward on. And there it is. OGT_C-Bus takes the win. That is incredible to see, folks. That is incredible to see the perfect moment. OGT_C-Bus wins the race in round 6 of the 2022 series of the Manufacturers Cup. What in the most spectacular all-wheel drive finish. Way to go, OGT C-Bus. Way to go. How excited to see how all-wheel drive did a good job to have a good advantage to be well mastered on the track. But minor setback at turn 10 in the final sector, so that is so great to see how all-wheel drive racer takes an excellent top 3 finish. There's Arthur Passos finished in 2nd place, Rapid Turtle P2 finished in 3rd. Everybody is moving on to be at the checker flag, including Jay Florentino and myself, ended on to 12th place. Now that's competition. Now that's competition, you guys. Now that's competition. Sorry about that. Just had some tears on my eyes, but it takes much impressive to see how 2 Mazda Intensas and a Subaru WRX Group 4 takes a top 3 finish, but almost to be at a 1-2 finish for only 2 cars in the same brand might be quite put up to be part of the racing highlights. But man, so much hard work around in Fuji for doing a different drivetrain to be end up onto 12th place. But no clean race at this moment, but good news, already finished by having a daily workout to get a 4-star roulette ticket. But I'll make sure I'll get the 6-star later on by the next day, will be later as well. Great race, you guys. Great race and successful to be well needed to have a replay. But alternately, because I also took 2 entries for having some different moments on every segment. But I have to make sure to press the square button after finish the recording. But congratulations for OGT_C-Bus in the Mazda Intensa Group 4, followed by Arthur Passos in the Subaru WRX Group 4. And Rapid Turtle B2 in the Mazda Intensa Group 4 with a different livery. Good work, you guys. That was a very good all-wheel drive racing performance to take on Fuji International Speedway to have Subaru and Mazda to have a good advantage. any kinds of manufacturer brands did a good job, so let's make sure to practice some more later on for the next season to be on the same track between the Nations Cup or Manufacturers Cup. But luckily we're receiving a response from Jay Florentino. Fun stuff there, Hyperion. Yep, it was a lot of fun. So now let's go. Congratulations to the top 3 drivers. Just give me one moment. Almost done. And send. So yeah, hard work makes it difficult for the FR, FF, and mid-engine layout because it takes hard work to catch up to the all-wheel drive. But especially for the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition Group 4 has finished in number 5, driven by Venom SRT4. But luckily, if there might be another Group 4 car in the all-wheel drive, but that means the all-wheel drive car is going to be the number 4 Group 4 class is the Nissan GTR. So let's make sure that the 6th round is going to be complete and checked to be part on the highlights to be on the replay. Okay folks, looks like tomorrow is Wednesday and that means that we have a break off, so you could probably have to participate at the daily race at any time before moving on in round 7 of the Manufacturers Cup will be scheduled on April 14, 2022, followed by Nations Cup in April 15 at the same year. But luckily, tomorrow's update is going to be a brand new content for all of us will be available on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Now let's have a good preview look for the next racetrack. We'll be racing at Autodromo Nacional Monza to be on the Group 3 class. But there is also one other thing. The time schedule will be always meant to be same, we'll have to go differently to be moved forward onto the evening. Just like Nations Cup is about to be set in schedule to be at late midnight. So yeah, looks like 5 race entry will be updated by the schedule, will be moved forward onto the evening. So that's how 6 rounds down, only 3 more to go. Let's go back to the garage and help myself to have a good chance to do a roulette ticket to be on the 4-star. But I'm so very excited to have one different random chance to have some more Gran Turismo credits, a different car, or any kinds of parts along with the invitation. But yeah, invitation is also to be well excluded to be part of it. So here I go, 4-star, let's do this. There's the Ferrari invitation, no car at the moment. Man, but almost to have a fully customizable computer will be compatible on the Gr.4 Fuji C. But I'll make sure I'll keep it at the moment. But man, I have to keep an eye out for having a different manufacturer invitation. We'll be giving a one-way ticket to the brand central will be exclusively to be available to have one good recommend high performance car is going to be giving a good name for all of us. But it takes a lot of hard work to participate in the Manufacturers Cup after doing some hard work racing from the Nations Cup. But clearly, several clips might be contained with skipping parts, might be having some interruption. So I have to be always to keep an eye out. If there might be some mistakes, we'll have to carry it over onto the replay. So now, it's time to get ready to wrap this up, folks. Tomorrow is the update. Before Thursday, we'll be moving on to be at round 7 at the Manufacturers Cup. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeepNet Art, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.